So this is a great segue for a final story that I wanted to pick Odin's brain on, which is Chick-fil-A has announced a name for their new streaming service. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but Chick-fil-A is launching their own streaming channel, and they just came out with their name for it, the official name, which is Chick-fil-A Play, and it's a free app. And it's meant to have like kind of like family friendly fare on it. And it's like they have a cartoon, it's kind of like a claymation style thing with like the Chick-fil-A cows, and then there's another one called Legends of the Evergreen where, there are these sparks that every time somebody does a good deed, these sparks like show up and they're magical. And there's like an evil like villain in the Spark Land that's trying to destroy all the sparks. And this young girl has to like help save the sparks from like the evil. And people are saying like, oh, this is designed to turn kids against gays, and that the sparks are turning like gays straight and like all this other stuff. But like that's from like the fringe like critics of people who already hate Chick-fil-A for their politics and religion. Yeah. And what I found very interesting about this is like, you might say like, oh, Chick-fil-A having their own streaming service, that's stupid. They're like a fast food joint or whatever. But to me, this is actually, I feel like this is a threat to Disney, because Chick-fil-A, they're a company that, is very kind of like fixed in their faith. They cater to a very specific type of crowd. And now they're kind of like dipping their toe into original series creation. And I know that that Daily Wire tried to do this with Bent Key and stuff like that. I don't know what they're smoking over at Daily Wire, because they just don't seem to know what they're doing.
Dude. I don't get it.
But Chick-fil-A, like the description of the original stuff that they're making for kids, and knowing that like Brian said, after church, people go to Chick-fil-A to get like a bite to eat before they go home. And since this is a free app, this is something that they'll be playing at Chick-fil-A. This is something that they can call up on their phone to entertain the kids while they're eating and stuff like that. And because people trust Chick-fil-A and their faith and stuff like that, they're not going to have to sit there and pre-screen this stuff to make sure there's nothing offensive or going against their values that they're exposing their kids to. So I want to get Odin's take on this. Odin, do you think that this is like a low-key, brilliant strategy for Chick-fil-A to kind of like be moving towards?
Personally, I don't, because at least one of the problems with what you mentioned was that they close on Sundays. So where most people are going to church, right? You're not going to really have that be able to happen in that way.
But church is open more than just Sunday.
I know, but for a huge portion of Christians, like Sunday is the day, right? Yeah. That church is there. But no, I think even beyond that, though, the problem is that it's just another streaming service, and with all of the free streaming services that are already available, this one just seems like kind of like one of those gimmicky ones that maybe some people have interest in, but ultimately will just not really do all that much, won't make much of a splash. I know I have no interest in it. The Chick-fil-A Play, whatever that might mean. It's just, I don't know.
It should have been called Chick Flicks. Someone said that in the chat. It should have been called Chick Flicks.
But also, if anyone's a good parent, they'll still want to vet things before they let their kids watch it.
Yeah. I have to watch everything before my kids watch it, dude. Everything. You know what sucks is I don't even trust the Disney app anymore.
No,
there is straight up adult things.
And you're a major shareholder.
And I'm
for some reason still.
Keep bringing that shit up, bro.
You're holding the shares, man.
Yep.
I have to.
You're diamond-handed the shares.
Look,
I'm waiting for the biggest Disney shareholder on the Salty Saturday stream.
That's true. I am. Yeah. I'm waiting for Trump to get elected, hopefully, and maybe that needle moves up by like attrition, and then I can just get out.
Yep. Sell high. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I just want to sell even.
Guys, speaking of getting out, it's time to wrap things up. We had a lot to talk about today, and we talked about it. Dutch, I'm sorry. Did you want to say something about Chick-fil-A Play?
No, I don't anymore. Just move on.
Oh, you had something you wanted to say, Dutch? Go ahead.
No, not really.
Come on, Dutch.
Talk about Chick-fil-A Play. Talk about Chick-fil-A Play. Oh, he went away.
He's pulling a Tim Pool. He's throwing a tantrum. Oh, yeah, no. I want to hear as well. Come on, Dutch.
Yeah, come on, Dutch. I want to hear what you want to say.
No, I was just gonna say the Chick-fil-A app thing. You know how like on Roku or your TV when you're going through all your apps and you have Netflix and Prime and everything else that you just scroll past and don't even look at. Well, that's where that's going to end up. There's just going to be a Chick-fil-A button there, and you're going to go, "What's that?" and you just move past it.
Yeah, I've had the
It's just-
CW app on my Roku for like 6 years, and I haven't clicked on it.
I've got
You know
I've got
what?
30 apps on my Roku that I look at that are all there. You know, Fubo, Tubo,
Fubo,
you know, all this.
It's just
you know,
it's just that top six
right,
is I like them
right.
all.
And
I'll
it's
pay attention,
like-
yeah.
And for some reason, I got like Netflix on the top and one other channel I look at clear down at the bottom of the list. So you got to scroll through all of every.
You can move it, you know.
Get the other one. It's
Yeah,
like,
you could.
I'm
move
not
it.
that smart.
You can actually
But,
set it to auto sort by popularity.
You know
So-
what? If they
Okay.
if they integrated Chick-fil-A Play with their Chick-fil-A app where you could order food with,
That
I
might
think
be
that
a
they
potential.
yeah they'd probably get a lot more reviews on that one.
Or if you buy their stuff, you get like discounts on their food. Then you
There you go. Like if you watch all entire season, you get like a $5 coupon or something like
Yeah,
that.
there it is.
It could work.
So now we're one of those like game apps. Watch the ad and get free
All right,
gems
guys.
for your gram.